The rise of the Ottoman Empire, victories and lessons. The Ottoman Empire began with remarkable humility in the late 13th century. As the Seljuk Turkish Empire was collapsing and the Mongols were advancing from the east, a Turkish tribal leader named Osman Bey established a small principality in northwestern Anatolia around 1299. Positioned at the frontier between the declining Byzantine Empire and the Islamic world, Osman and his followers were Ghazis, warriors dedicated to expanding Islamic territory. From these modest beginnings in Suud, in modern-day Turkey, Osman built the foundations of what would become one of history's most formidable empires. The name Ottoman itself derives from Osman, as his followers were known as Osmanlis. Early expansion and key victories. The early Ottomans demonstrated exceptional military and political acumen. Bursa, 1326. Under Osman's son Orhan, the Ottomans captured the Byzantine city of Bursa, establishing it as their first capital. This victory provided them a foothold in a major urban center with established trade networks. Crossing into Europe, 1354. Taking advantage of Byzantine civil war, the Ottomans established their first European base at Gallipoli. This marked the beginning of their European expansion and demonstrated their strategic opportunism. Battle of Kosovo, 1389. Under Sultan Murad I, Ottoman forces defeated a coalition of Balkan states led by Serbian Prince Lazar. Despite Murad being assassinated during the battle, the Ottomans prevailed, securing their hold on the Balkans. Battle of Nicopolis, 1396. Sultan Bayezid I crushed a crusader army comprising Hungarian, French, and Burgundian knights. This devastating victory eliminated Western Europe's attempt to push back Ottoman advances and demonstrated their tactical superiority against traditional European warfare. Conquest of Constantinople, 1453. Perhaps their greatest victory, the 21-year-old Sultan Mehmed II accomplished what many Islamic armies had failed to do for centuries. Using innovative artillery and naval strategy, the Ottomans captured the Byzantine capital, ending the thousand-year Byzantine Empire. Renamed Istanbul, it became the magnificent Ottoman capital. Battle of Chaldiran, 1514. Sultan Selim defeated the Safavid Empire of Persia, securing eastern Anatolia and establishing Ottoman dominance in the region. Conquest of Egypt, 1517. Also under Selim I, the Ottomans defeated the Mamluk Sultanate, gaining control of Egypt, the Hejaz, including Mecca and Medina, and much of North Africa. The Golden Age under Suleiman the Magnificent, 1520 to 1566, the empire reached its zenith. His armies conquered Belgrade, Rhodes, much of Hungary, and reached the gates of Vienna. The Ottoman navy under Admiral Barbarossa dominated the Mediterranean. During this period, the empire stretched across 3 continents, controlling vast territories in Europe, Asia, and Africa. Lessons from the Ottoman Empire: pragmatic governance. The Ottomans implemented the millet system, allowing religious minorities to maintain their cultures and religious practices while living under Ottoman rule. This pragmatism created relatively stable, multi-ethnic, multi-religious societies at a time when religious persecution was common elsewhere. Adaptability. The Ottomans consistently demonstrated willingness to adopt new technologies and tactics. When cannons revolutionized warfare, they became masters of artillery. When they needed naval power, they developed one of the world's strongest navies. Strategic positioning. The Ottomans recognized the importance of controlling key trade routes and strategic locations. Their conquest of Constantinople gave them command of the passage between Europe and Asia. Cultural patronage. At their height, the Ottomans were great patrons of architecture, science, and the arts. The magnificent mosques designed by Sinan, developments in astronomy, medicine, and cartography, and their distinctive artistic traditions all flourished through deliberate patronage. Diplomatic skill. The Ottomans masterfully played European powers against each other, forming strategic alliances when necessary. Their alliance with France against the Habsburgs demonstrated sophisticated diplomatic thinking. The Ottoman Empire's gradual decline offers additional lessons about the dangers of institutional stagnation, the vital importance of continuing technological advancement, and the challenges of maintaining vast territories with diverse populations. Their story, from humble beginnings to world power status, remains one of history's most